The air hung heavy with exhaust fumes and the lingering heat of the day. Swargate Bus Depot, a bustling hub of humanity, pulsed with its usual chaotic rhythm. Unseen amidst the throngs of travellers, a predator lurked. He was no stranger to the shadows, this Dattatray Gade. Dattatray, a man of 37 years, blended easily into the crowd. His face, weathered and ordinary, betrayed nothing of the darkness festering within. He was a phantom, a whisper of danger in the cacophony of the bus depot. He had walked these grounds before, his past a tapestry woven with threads of petty theft and robbery. Today, however, a more sinister plot unfolded in his mind. His eyes, cold and calculating, settled on a young woman. She was alone, her face etched with worry, an easy target. With practiced ease, Dattatray donned the mask of a helpful conductor, his voice a soothing balm to her anxieties. He lured her towards a vacant bus, its stillness a stark contrast to the surrounding chaos. It was there, within the metal confines of the stationary vehicle, that the shadow truly fell. The bustling depot, oblivious to the horror unfolding within the parked bus, continued its relentless rhythm. News of the crime ripped through Pune like a shockwave. The audacity of it, the violation within the supposed safety of a public space, sent chills down the spines of the city's inhabitants. The victim, a 26-year-old hospital counsellor, found her voice trembling as she recounted the ordeal to the police. Her attacker, she said, had presented himself as a bus conductor, his demeanour disarmingly normal. The investigation began at a frantic pace. Swargate, with its sprawling network of platforms and its constant flow of humanity, became a hunting ground. Police combed through hours of CCTV footage, their eyes scanning for any glimpse of the perpetrator. The image that emerged sent a collective shudder through the community. Dattatray Gade, a known criminal with a history of petty crime, was no stranger to the law. He had been a thorn in their side for years, a constant reminder of their struggle to maintain order in a city teeming with millions. But this was different. This time Dattatray had crossed a line, and the city of Pune would not rest until he was brought to justice. Dattatray, a man now running from the shadow of his own monstrous act, became a ghost once more. He fled to the familiar refuge of his village, Gunat, seeking solace in the anonymity of rural life. But his past, it seemed, was a hound with an unerring sense of smell. The police, hot on his trail, followed a trail of whispers and hurried sightings. The net was closing in, and Dattatray, gripped by fear and desperation, made a final, desperate gambit. He was found on the outskirts of his village, near Canal Road, hidden amongst the towering stalks of sugarcane. His eyes, wild with fear, betrayed his attempt to disappear. In his hand, a vial of insecticide painted a grim picture of his intended escape, the whisper of suicide. A desperate attempt to outrun the consequences of his actions hung heavy in the air. The news of Dattatray's arrest brought a wave of relief, yet the scars of the crime ran deep. The victim, forever marked by the encounter, began the long and arduous journey towards healing. The community, shaken to its core, demanded answers and accountability. Swargate, once a symbol of connectivity and progress, became a grim reminder of the vulnerabilities that lurked beneath the surface of their bustling city. The blame game began. Fingers pointed at the authorities, accusations of negligence echoing in the halls of power. The government, spurred by public outrage, promised swift action. Security audits, increased police presence, and the implementation of advanced surveillance technologies were just some of the measures announced, but for many these promises rang hollow, a mere band-aid on a wound that ran deep. The incident at Swargate had exposed a darkness, a chilling reminder that even in the heart of civilization, monsters could lurk. And as the city grappled with the aftermath, one question remained: could they truly safeguard themselves from the shadows that resided within their midst?